Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea, and for today's video I'm going to be continuing my series of degrassi that I'm doing. All the videos that I've done will be linked down below, and if they're not, then just click on my YouTube page, and it's not even a lot of scrolling. It's like every other video is a degrassi video, I think. So hope you enjoy those, and then you enjoy this one. Yeah, but let's continue. Now we're going to be discussing season 14 through 18. Let me close the window real quick because it's a little ghetto. Okay, so we start off with season 14. So this is the season that I know. This is the Netflix degrassi that I know, that I started watching, and I was like, okay, I'm used to this. I know what this is. I kind of have like, I don't really know like the plot lines of it all because I watched it a few years ago, but I know what happens to who, like the big stuff, okay? But it's nice to like see how the characters like Maya and Zig and all of them like grew up with Degrassi, kind of, you know what I'm saying? So it was nice to actually get some background knowledge, because before I was just like, why, like I'm not connecting the dots, like why do these people not like each other, like what's going on, and we never get a backstory. But now I got the backstory. Like you could tell that like it was very like Americanized to Netflix, because it didn't have that energy as it did before. It didn't feel authentic. You can tell that the production was way different, like they were in a different setting. They had to like mimic the old production, and it was just like, it was really not giving. And like the writing wasn't okay. Degrassi's writing has never been top of the top, but then it went to Netflix and it just just a bit worse, and I really did not like that. And you could just tell that it was very like Americanized, and I was not feeling that. I'm sorry, like some Canadian shows are garbage, just garbage, but they be having some hits. Isn't Total Drama Island Canadian? And like 16 is, yeah, we all know about that. Sometimes Canada has hits, okay? And when Degrassi was in Canada, it was a hit for me. But when they moved to America, it was just not, I was not feeling it. And even like Degrassi Takes New York, not feeling it at all. It was just no. And one thing about me is I'm a hate Frankie. I'm a Frankie hate stan. Is that a thing? I think I might make it a thing. I do not like Frankie at all. She's such a woe is me girl. She's very Emma-esque, and I just was not vibing. I was not feeling it. Nor I like Shay and Lola way better, even though they've done some weird stuff you wouldn't want to do, but I like them better than Frankie. I just do not like Frankie. She's so judgmental. First of all, she's anti-black. Let's start there. But yeah, I just do not mess with Frankie. She's always had that anti-black undertone, like, oh, like, I just was not feeling it. And the same with her twin brother. Trash. Always knew he was gonna be like a school shooter. I mean, when I was watching this, I knew what was gonna happen, but like even before like knowing about it, you just couldn't tell, you just couldn't tell. And he was just gross, very anti-black, Islamophobic, just nasty, bottom of the barrel. I'm sorry. But Miles, let's get into Miles. How do we feel about Miles? I don't hate Miles. I know some people are like, I hate Miles because he's always playing with Tristan. But do I hate him though? I don't think so. I don't think that I hate him. Is there any? I don't know. I don't really remember my notes, as I said, but I don't hate Miles. Tristan, we get to see like Tristan, Maya, Zig, Tiny, all of them now. Tristan, drama king. I love it. He brings drama and I love it. Like, I don't hate him either. Maya, she gets annoying. She gets on my nerves sometimes, but she's not bad. She's not a bad character. Neither is Tiny. I don't like the way that they portray Tiny, but I'll talk about it in the anti-blackness video. But yo, the only one that I hate is Frankie and her twin. I forgot his name because he's just that forgettable. He's a weirdo. Like, and the fact that Jonah is still there, you're a grown-ass man. How long you gonna keep doing this? You're weird. I don't like how, like, Degrassi sometimes let older cast members stay there. I hate it. I hate it. I think it's gross. And the fact that they try to make Frankie and him be a thing, vomit. I don't know what, we already know Degrassi loves doing this. They love putting older people with younger people, and it's just gross. Esme's character was written well. I fear that I may have, okay, I hated the character. I hated the things that she did, but the acting was not that good. But it wasn't also not bad. You know, it was okay. It was mediocre. The way that they wrote Esme intensified drama, you know, show the a right message, you know, look out for those type of friends that try to keep pushing you into doing bad things. Like Miles and Esme's relationship was toxic. It was bad. So like it was a good message to portray. But Esme's character, she was okay. I mean, she really needed help. It was a cry for help. Yeah, it really was a cry for help, and I think it was portrayed well. I'm sorry. Like, some people hate Esme. I mean, understandable, but also you gotta understand she was going through it. She really was. Zoe's character, just like Tris, drama queen. I don't like the shit that she does, okay? But she brings in entertainment, and I'm here for it. That's all I'm here for. Like, I'm here to be entertained, and she always gave that. Although she has some good moments, which I think I enjoyed. But I'm not really mad at her character. Like, some people just downright hate a character, like how I am with Frankie. I just do not like her. No redeemable qualities at all. But Zoe, what can I say? No, but Hunter really needs to be put down. Like, he's really horrible. Like, he's really an incel. I hate incels. Hopefully, I don't know if I should censor that word, because I don't want those freaks coming into my shit. But nasty human being, just vile. Like, he literally, whenever he sets his mind on something, he won't stop terrorizing people. Like, it's so sick. And I know he's mentally ill, but please seek some help. Like, there are mentally ill people that do not be doing the shit that he do. Like, just sick. Like, the way that Hunter, Miles, Frankie, 3 kids, right? Yeah, their parents are trash. Both, literally, this is when you need to call CPS. Like, these people are endangered. The mother, trash, literally negligent, does not care for her children. Like, literally knows that the father is abusive to the kids and still lets him in the house. Like, turns a blind eye. Like, she's like, I'm here for the coin and that's it. I want to get my family together. Sick woman, needs help expeditiously. Father, garbage, abuser. Like, what else can I say? Isn't he like, I feel some type of, you know, my white supremacist vibes, anti-black, ew. They both are horrible parents. That's why Frankie's like that. That's why Hunter is like that. That's why Miles is like that. They're all sick people that truly needs help. Yeah. But Miles, can he be redeemed? I think so. I liked his rebel era. I'm sorry. I know people hated it, but it was entertaining to me. It was giving me what I needed at the moment, and I was entertained. What can I say? I'm sorry. But Miles being a rebel, like, really not giving a fuck, like, doing whatever he wants, it was entertaining. Although it was, like, detrimental to his, like, health. But I was entertained. I'm sorry. But Frankie and Hunter, never once have I enjoyed anything from them. At all. Was not giving me entertainment. I was just like, I do not want to see this. I do not care for this. I'm sick of them. Like, no. And then, okay, so season 16 is the monkey season. OMG. It was, I don't know if I should talk about it in this season. I mean, in this video, or should I talk about it in the anti-blackness video? I mean, we'll see in the editing, but yeah, monkey season was not that great for me. Not that great for me or Shay. Okay. But let's just get into season 16. But I loved, once we got to the monkey episodes, like, I loved when Frankie got called a racist, because bitch, you is a racist. I hate Frankie's ass, okay? I literally hate her. She's just so annoying. She's just, you know, WW. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she's just very that. And what do we expect from her? Like, white people. I'm just trying to censor myself a little bit. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, you know, anti-blackness. And that's what she was doing. But let's talk about the fact that the person that plays Hunter cannot act. Acting is bad. Like, he just does the same face, the weird thing with his lips, eyebrows, and it's just like, okay, but can we get a new face? Can we get a new emotion? I know his emotion as a character is just anger, disgust, and just anger. But maybe let's test out some other shit. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm not an actor, so I really wouldn't know what goes on behind it. But I think we can do better than those one or two faces, you know, please. But, you know, like, the whole season, like, revolves around the monkey issue, right? It's so funny calling it the monkey issue, but yeah, Jonah has always been trash. I don't know if other videos I've said that Jonah's trash. I don't even think that I talk about Jonah, but I'm discussing Jonah because he's fucking trash. Horrible human. I hate him. He's a racist enabler. I'm sorry. And you're weird. Like, the fact that you're trying to get with Frankie, isn't she like 2 years younger than you? And like, why are you still there? It's creepy. It's weird. And I still don't understand what grade you're in, why you're still there, or why you're dating Frankie. And you're a racist enabler. An anti-black enabler. Weirdo. Gross. Like, and then they run away together because, you know, white women really cannot take any criticism, especially when it deals with anti-blackness, because they always feel like, what was me? Oh, I really didn't do anything wrong. We know the rundown. Okay, moving on to season 17. I know I'm ripping right through these, but y'all, first of all, the episodes were short. Like, there weren't 22 episodes. I think it was 10 episodes. And I was just like, there really wasn't much going on. I really was not entertained like I was before. I don't know what it was. Or I was just getting lazy with my note-taking, but we're just zipping right through it, okay? Bear with me. Okay, so I literally have in my comments, I'm like, I don't know about y'all, but the bus crash ain't hit as hard as any other Degrassi tragedy. Y'all remember the bus crash? When I watched it the first time, me watching Degrassi the first time, I was like, oh, this sad. But then after watching the other tragedies that happened in Degrassi, I was just like, okay. I mean, it was horrible what happened to Tristan. Yes. And what happened to, who else? I don't know. Was it Maya? I think it was Maya. I don't know. I forgot. And other people. Like, yes, it was horrible. But it just wasn't, like, as tragic as the other tragedies in Degrassi. Like, Cam's death, y'all. Like, I told y'all, that shit was horrible to me. It was tragic. Okay, so this season is when we get introduced to, you know, Islamophobia. Okay, and the fact that what's her name again? The actor that plays Goldie wasn't even Muslim. I don't like when people of certain identity are portrayed by people that don't face the same oppression, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, like when a straight character plays a gay character, or when a cis person plays a transgender person, it's just whack. It's gross. It's cosplay. And it's just horrible. Like, there are talented people that could play. There are talented people that can play those roles because they've lived those roles, okay? Like, it's just like, these people are very much, was it Scarlett Johansson? Whatever. That white woman that was like, she can play a black person or whatever the hell I don't know. Scarlett Johansson? I don't know, y'all. But either way, I just do not like it. And the fact that Goldie, the actor that plays Goldie, was not even Muslim, y'all couldn't have found another person to play a Muslim person. Y'all couldn't have found a Muslim person to play a Muslim person. Just sick, you know? Like, these people will literally, I mean, they've done it before. Minstrel shows would have non-black people play black people just so they can be like, yeah, we got representation, or these people know how it actually feels and all that bullshit. Anyway, that was a weird tangent. But it was just, I did not like it. But I liked how they discussed like being a good Muslim and versus not being a good Muslim, and like the whole thing about the hijab. Like when they had the hijab scene, when they had the Paris thing, and like Goldie was facing repercussion of Islamophobia and stuff like that. I mean, okay, I don't really have much to say about that because I'm not a hijabi, but I think they portrayed it well. And like the portrayal of the way like Muslim relationship, especially Muslim women, have with men, and like Goldie trying to like navigate the world of being a good Muslim, what it means to be a good Muslim, and like taking off her hijab and putting it back on because she just doesn't feel comfortable not taking it off, or like trying to get a boyfriend but like, you know, she's not allowed to. I feel like it was written okay. I was gonna say well, but I don't know. I feel like it can always be better. First of all, where are the Muslim black people? Where are the black people that are Muslim? Yeah, that's why you don't get a well from me. It was okay. It was okay. Shit can always be better, especially coming from freaking Netflix. And we know how they love playing in our faces, okay? But it was okay. Like, and Goldie's character, yeah, her character was written well. Like, I'm not too mad about that. Like the conversations that they had, the lessons that they put in to her character, and like what she was battling with her, was it the Muslim exchange student and stuff like that. It was written well. I said well. I mean okay. And the fact that these people really wrote Jonah to be a leftist or a semi-leftist. They didn't really give him like a descriptor of the type of how far he goes to the left. It made sense because he's a white man. Like, he is only, you know, leftist, anti-capitalist. I think he might be anarchist. I'm not too sure about that. He might be, you know, anarchist that's cool with capitalism, you know. I don't know why you do that, but beside the point, irrelevant at this moment. I'm not talking about leftism right now. Like, leftism, relax. But it just makes sense the way that he is. Like, he's a racist enabler. What do you expect from a leftist white man, white straight man, cis straight white man? What do you expect from him? He's only, you know, on the left because he hates the fact that he doesn't have money. If he had money, he would not be anti-capitalist. Is he anti-capitalism? I think they talked about it in the episode of the, you know, him trying to be with Frankie, and the word, was it like a band or something? Or was it a podcast? I don't fucking know. Y'all, this was a long ass time ago, okay? But all I'm trying to say is, bottom line, very on brand for people that call themselves leftists, that are cis, straight, white man, to, you know, be anti-black. Very on brand. I was not surprised. He's trash. First of all, why are you still here? I thought you graduated. Shouldn't he have graduated with Becky? Or is Becky still in here? Either way, gross. Like, the way that Maya and like the writers wrote her dark era was great, because they try to do that shit for Ashley. It was bad. It was not giving. Ashley just did not have the potential of her dark era. And it just didn't even make any sense the way that she got introduced in her dark era. But Maya's did. She, you know, she was going through PTSD. She was really going through it. Makes sense. You know, it was gradual. You can see why it was happening. But for Ashley, it literally just happened overnight. And it just did not make any sense. And I did not enjoy it, okay? And the fact that they literally, once again, I don't know if it's because it's high school or these writers are just so weird. But they decide, Maya's friends decide to cut her off. It's like, when you see your friend going through it, your job is not to cut them off. Your job is to be there for them. That's the whole point of friendship. Like, every single time I've talked about it, even with like the drug surrounding people doing drugs, like, who was it, the people that were just, you know, drug addicts or just doing drugs, all of a sudden their friends drop them because they're like, I don't want to be associated with you, da da da, you're doing something like that, da da da. But they don't even talk to them, show compassion. They don't even surround them with, you know, empathy and all of that. Same thing happened to Maya. These people just dropped her as if that's not gonna make shit worse. Like, do you not see that you're contributing to her going into a worse mental state? Like, it was just bad. I don't know if I should blame the writers or this is what they thought, this is what high schoolers do. I don't know who to blame, but I'm just gonna blame the writers, because I was blaming the writers of Degrassi because they're just trash. I'm sorry, just trash. So I realized I forgot to discuss the whole Muslims coming to Degrassi type of thing, the Syrian refugee. That plot line wasn't necessary, I guess. I mean, it discussed, you know, LGBT plus Muslims and discussed Islamophobia, so I guess it was necessary. I just sometimes do not like the way they portray Muslims, and it's not like the taking off the hijab or like LGBTQ plus discussions. It's none of that. It's just like, I don't want non-Muslims telling Muslim stories, and the fact that every single time it never misses the fact that black Muslims exist. They always forget about us. So that's why I just did not like the plot line. I mean, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying I hated it. It's just like, I'm not saying that I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay? Like, that's where I'm at with the whole incorporating Muslim discussions or Muslim people into Degrassi. It's just like, it took y'all 17 seasons, 17 years for y'all to bring Muslims in. And the fact that, don't even get me started on the black people, child. Move on. I'm moving on because it's just, it's pissing me off. But let's discuss Maya and that Muslim boy. Oh, and that Muslim boy's plot line was just the terrorism conversation. I don't know how I feel about that. The terrorist conversation, it was just like, okay, it was entertaining. It was entertaining, but I don't feel like it was necessary. Can I say that? I don't feel like it was necessary. It's just, like, yeah, it showed the way that Muslim little kids get groomed into joining those corporations and all of that. But, like, I feel like there's something off about that. There was something very off throughout the whole incorporation of Muslim people and Muslim ideals and all of that stuff. It was just, something was off, and I really cannot pinpoint. I mean, I've pinpointed, you know, the way that they act, that black people aren't there, but I just can't really put into words why it seemed off. I don't know. Maybe y'all can. I don't know. But Maya and that Muslim boy, they try to make him seem like the bad guy. So I guess that was still playing into the lessons of Muslim people aren't bad. So they were trying to portray him as not being bad and being one of the good ones, and, you know, discussing more about Muslim ideals, because he was very, like, what was it, like,
he was more set in his ways and just like he wasn't as liberal as the Western society that he just moved to.
No, like Esme's character, like wrote down well. Like, could you imagine letting a stranger into your house and letting them paint you naked? Like, she really had that Muslim boy, first of all. Paint her naked in her home. Like, hypersexuality is a thing, especially amongst girls. But I feel like they weren't even trying to discuss hypersexuality. They were just trying to make Esme look like the type of bad girl, like she's a slut, da 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 da, or just trying to talk about how she's going through something. But I feel like they should have, did they? I'm not too sure. They should have talked like more in depth about her being very hypersexual because being the result of her trauma. I don't know if they did though. I feel like they did, but I'm not too sure. I think that they did, but I'm not too 100% sure. But I feel like they should have like, said it. Hypersexuality, is can be a result of the trauma that she dealt with. And yeah, I feel like it would have been like a better conversation for a lot of younger people to understand and know what it is, so they can be on the lookout for their friends or they themselves, and try to find ways to get some help. Cause I feel like when people were just seeing Esme's character, they were just hating her because they just didn't understand why she was doing that and what was the result of it. It's like, yeah, they might feel bad because she went through something bad, but like it should have been something deeper, a bigger conversation could have been had. Yeah. I literally have, nigga, this whole storyline of terrorists is annoying as shit and very Islamophobic. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I found the right sentence I was looking for earlier. But it just felt annoying, felt very repetitive, and felt there wasn't an added nuance. It was just very broad. It was very, a liberalism take. And it was just, I was not feeling it. I'm sorry. But overall, it felt like, I like the 22 episodes before. Like, I'm always a 22 episode kind of girl. 22, 24, 26 kind of gal. I know nowadays everybody's used to, the whole binge watching, the whole, I mean, you can binge watch 22 episodes if you want, but the whole 12 episodes, 8 episodes type of thing. And that's not me. That's not me. I need shit to simmer. I need shit to, I need filler episodes. I'm sorry, but I love me some good ass filler episodes. Y'all can fight me. Y'all can fight me in the comments, but I like me some filler episodes. That's why I like 22 episodes, seasons, cause they're good. It gives shit to grow. It gives characters room to grow. It gives time for storylines. It gives time to understand why they're like this before and then like this at the end. But with 8 to 10 episodes, it's like, yeah, the character's like this, and all of a sudden they've had this like this big ass character development or whatever else, and it just does not make sense to me. So that's why I like 22 episodes. That's why I like Degrassi with 22 episodes. But with this 10 episodes, it just felt rushed. It was really not giving. I mean, I still kind of enjoyed it, but at the same time, by the end of this, first of all, 18 seasons, that's long as hell. Okay, I was thinking of rewatching Grey's. That bitches is on season what? 19, 20, 18? I don't know. I don't think I'll do a rewatch. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna discuss it on my YouTube channel if I end up doing a rewatch of Grey's or any show that has more than 10 seasons. I feel like that was too much for me. To come on YouTube and discuss. I can watch more than 10 seasons, yes, but discussing it on my YouTube, I mean, I chose this, yes, but it's just, I don't know, maybe, who knows in the future. But I love how Degrassi ended as like it's a final goodbye. Like, of course they can always add more seasons if they wanted to, but it just felt like a chapter was closed. At least we got to see Maya and all of them graduate. Like, thank God that's not, open-ended. Of course, we want to see, who was it again? Other characters that they were introducing. We want to see that. But it's just like, I'm okay with it ending like that. Like, sure, I'll be open for it if they decide to do a reboot. Like, everybody and the mother's doing reboots, child. I'll tune in. I'll tune in. That's what you know. I will tune in. I will always tune in for reboots. I will always tune in for new shows. I'm sorry. I'm just a show fiend. What can I say? But Degrassi, should I rank it? Should I rate it? I'll rate it. What did I rate it? Maybe I rated it on my notes because I'd be rating shows, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I rated it, okay? When I finished it, right as I finished it, and I rated it a 7 out of 10. Because, okay, no black people. Okay, there were black people. The way they wrote black people was just trifling, was dirty, was bad. No. The way that they wrote black women, no. It just, sometimes it would be boring. What else? I hate the writers, so that's already 3 points off out of 10, right? Yeah, 10, 3 points off. Okay, 7. Okay, there you go. Like, it wasn't a bad show. Do I recommend? If you got the time. If you got the time, I recommend it. If you got time for entertainment, shitty ass entertainment, I recommend. I will recommend to everybody to watch it if they want to. It has some good lessons here and there if you're like, you know, a preteen, a teenager, a young adult, child, a senior, I don't know. Degrassi isn't bad. That's my take. People hate on it, some people hate on it, but you know, it has some cultural reset moments. But yeah, I kind of enjoyed Degrassi. What can I say? But yeah, this is the final episode of me discussing the seasons. And then I don't know when I'll discuss the ranking my couples and the anti-blackness. I don't know. Y'all be on the lookout. So, you know, this is your time to, you know, subscribe. So, you know, if you're interested in those two videos, stick around and maybe you'll see them in a few weeks. Who knows? Because I'm trying to cool down on the Degrassi content right now because I'm seeing my views, you know, they be dropping a little bit whenever I post about Degrassi. So I'm gonna relax on that for a few weeks and then come back to it. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you have not already, and comment down below your thoughts on Degrassi, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully. Bye.